Hey guys, hi there. This is our drawing lesson for day 3, week 3. Okay, so get your book prepared with your name and the date right down here in the bottom right column. We're going to try a couple things. I want to just do a little reminder. Remember our flag that we do? Well, you can just extend it as long as you want. So let's pretend that we do that, okay? Let's say we want more of a banner. So I make my little circle and my pole going all the way down. And I start this time by going up and back and that way. And then I'm going to take that and go up and back and that way again. And I'm just going to go back, forward, that way. Back, forward, that way. That might not be perfect. Let's see how it turns out. Okay, so my first peekaboo line is right here. My second one is right there. Whoops. And then I join those with a curve. Now from the pole to my first line here, I'm going to curve the opposite direction. Go up a little ways, okay? And then this one, I come down, down, curve. This one curves up. I go to the next bump. I come down, down, curve, and then right in between I go up a little ways on the line and come down. Okay? And how about if we curve this around a little bit? So I come down, down, curve, curve, and this is left hanging, so let's just come down there with a little peekaboo line. Okay, so you could just go on and on and on and on with that. All right, you can make a wave, whatever you want to do with it, okay? Alrighty, so I'm going to erase that, but hopefully you still have room on your page for what we're going to do next. If not, feel free to go to the next page. You're not wasting paper or anything, but you might still have room because I want to do a scroll. So that would be a little curve coming this way, like a flat C. And then I'm going to pull it on around again and take that end all the way across my paper like that. And then I'll take that end and keep curling it inward. Okay? From this side, I'm going to make my line come down. From this side, I'm going to make my line come down. Going to connect that with a curve. Make sure that line is really curved. It almost looks too curved, doesn't it? It should be about the same amount of curve as this one. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this one a little more curved so it will match that one. And then from the bump here, going to come straight down. From this line that's just hanging there, I'm going to come straight down. And then from this bump, that needs to come straight down so it looks like it's curling. So where you see the bump, the peekaboo line here, and the peekaboo line here. And that makes it look like it's continuing. And if you wanted to write your name on it, remember, it would have to be in a curve fashion like that. Okay, so, whoops. So if you wanted to write your name, it would have to scroll around like that. You can make guidelines and then you can always erase them and whatever you can fit on it, okay? And then as far as the shading goes, it's going to be a little darker in here because that is in the shadow, okay? So a little darker in there, all right? A little darker in here. If you have more time, you can play with this. And then some of our shading right here, like that. A little darker in there. Some of our shading going on. Some of our shading. Remember, it needs to be curved. We can cast a shadow too in this direction. A little darker right by the picture, and then it goes out a little bit lighter. And it goes out at an angle, okay? And again, right around the edges. A little darker right here, and then it goes out like that, okay? Alrighty. And a little more like that. Okay, guys? What do you think? Look pretty good? Good. All right. We still have some time, so you can either go to a new page. You can stop, of course, the video at any time and spend a little bit more time with it. But when you're done, don't erase it. That's just me. You're going to either find another spot on your page or just go to a new page, and we're going to do one more drawing today, okay? This could be something that you can incorporate in some of the drawings that you like to do. Remember, you've already done the cakes, a double layered cake, 4 short squares, boxes, TVs, things like that, that you could incorporate into your drawings. This one is going to be a little house, all right? So if you went to a new page, remember to put your name and the date down there. So I'm going to start over here, and I'm just going to draw a line coming straight down. I'm going to go across on the other side, do the same thing. My lines are a little crooked, so I'm going to point it toward me so I can see it better, okay? And then I'm going to do a third line, but you see how this is going even? I'm going to drop it down to like right about there and make that line come down lower than the other ones. Okay, those are just kind of guidelines for me. So this line and this line, pretty much the same. This one starts down lower and goes longer, and I think you know why. Because just like on our TV, when you connect those, it gives you the 3D sort of a look. And then we're going to connect the top also, okay? You can make a book like this. There's a lot of possibilities. So give yourself a guide dot in the middle of that line and the middle of the top left line, okay? And you'll want to erase this line, but kind of draw a line coming straight up, connecting those 2 guide dots, okay? You can pull it up because that is what you're going to use as a guide to make your roof. So I'm going to take that away, all right? That was just a guide. So I'm going to go off in this direction at an angle, all right? I'm going to go off. It's going to go in the same direction as that one, only it was entirely too long. So I'm going to shorten it. It should be, this line ends here. This line should end not quite that far, all right? Not that long, because these 2 lines are going to get connected, all right? Those will get connected. All right, your basic sort of house. If you want a big window, you would follow this line, follow that one, follow this one, but always make it shorter. See how this one's going? That you want it to be shorter. Okay, so that when you connect them, all these lines are going equal distance apart, sort of. Okay, so again with your pencil, you have the advantage of being able to erase and whatnot. Okay, why don't we make another line coming down on the inside, but not all the way down. Draw an angle. We're going to shade that in and draw straight across so it looks like it has depth, but we're just shading the right side, okay, as if we're going to look inside the house. Okay, you can make whatever kind of roof you want, kind of some shingles, and we can soften this side by doing that, so you can spend some time doing that. And like if, see how that, well let me see, I can explain it. How that one goes up, this one will connect to the next one. Next bump, okay? Bump, bump, so it connects to the bumps, alrighty? So you can do the shingles, you can show there are shingles on the other side that we can't see. There's some nice shingles on the top that you can't really see. Okay, and these shingles can overlap, so you can finish off your shingles and spend maybe a little more time than I am. I'm kind of rushing it along. Okay, to show your roof and the shingles that kind of hang over, and if we make a door, that line is going to have to go equal distance apart. The second line will do the same, only be shorter. See how that one is taller? And then you can add a little doorknob, make it an interesting doorknob or whatever. We're going to do, actually get rid of this line right there. That's the front of the house. And we can do a little shading there with your pencil because the light source is there. So you can shade all the way down if you want. We've already shaded the inside. You can give it a horizon line. You can cast a shadow going this direction after you finish your shading. The shadow is coming out this way, a little darker right by the house, and then it gets lighter. You can soften that by doing more like bushes that are around the house, a little bit of grass, just kind of a softer look, okay? So that would just kind of basically be, if you have a walkway, then you could add the walkway coming out at an angle and shade it a little bit. Okay, so just have fun with that. Alrighty, and we'll call it a day. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.